Harrisonburg, Virginia, the home of JMU and the JMU Dukes. For the entire month of November, we're going to be featuring different restaurants throughout Harrisonburg to find the best old fashioned. First up, Jimmy Madison.
Stay off the cuff, that's OFF. Show them bars to the worldwide net. Are the drinks made yet? Pass one to me. Blessed he, the old fashioned king, the old fashioned king.
Virginia is for Grubbers. We are back again with another Old Fashioned Friday, and this week we're coming to you from Harrisonburg, Virginia, and today we're at the one and only Jimmy Madison's. One of the things Harrisonburg is known for is JMU, which is a very, very popular school in the heart of Virginia, is located right here in Harrisonburg. We're at the place that's, I'm assuming, don't quote me, essentially named after that school, Jimmy Madison's. The entire month of November, we're going to be featuring a different Old Fashioned throughout the entire town of Harrisonburg. So if you're a JMU Duke alumni, or if you're just a fan of Harrisonburg, or maybe you've been thinking about visiting here, definitely give us a follow, tune in. We're gonna feature some fire places. Jimmy Madison's is up first. If you just tuned into our channel, we are Virginia's Grubbers. We do a series every single Friday called Old Fashioned Friday, where we review old fashions off of 4 things: 0 through 3 on appearance, first sip, overall taste; 0 through 1 on overall ambiance of the establishment. First up, Jimmy Madison's, the Pecan Pie Old Fashioned. Now, last month we did all fall themed old fashions. This would have came in clutch for that, because they literally have an autumn inspired cocktail menu right here that has the pecan pie old fashioned, a pumpkin drink, a cinnamon drink, a berry drink, and an apple pie drink. So if you want all the fall flavors, Jimmy Madison's kind of has it covered here. But nonetheless, we're only doing old fashions today. They also have a cocktail called the Jimmy's Old Fashioned, which is their classic recipe of the old fashioned. I asked the waitress, I said, look, I need you to tell me which one is better. That's the one I want to review. My instinct said do the Jimmy's Old Fashioned. It's named after the establishment. This is called Jimmy Madison's Whiskey Bar. You got the word whiskey in the name of your establishment. I'm assuming you know what you're doing when it comes to an old fashioned. Let's jump into the appearance. Fairly small glass, not a huge fan of that. We got a giant single cube, not clarified, not a huge fan of non-clarified ice, but we also have some sprinkled pecans on there as well. This is made with a Maker's Mark pecan infused bourbon. She said they take the Maker's Mark, they put it in a whole thing of pecan, sit it overnight, and then you get the Maker's Mark. I asked if I could get a sidecar of just the Maker's Mark pecan flavored bourbon by itself. We'll get into that too, but off of appearance, I prefer a bigger glass and prefer clarified ice. Highest score you can get without clarified ice is 2.5 out of 3. That's how much we stress the importance of clarified ice. This, I'm gonna go 2-1. We're gonna jump into this first sip. The Pecan Pie Old Fashioned, pecan infused Maker's Mark, butter shot coated glass, cocoa bitters, house-made cinnamon, vanilla, simple syrup. Cheers, let's get it going. I don't know the last time I had a piece of pecan pie. I'm a fan of pecan pie. It's very smooth. I thought it was gonna be overbearing on the sweetness. The waitress was saying, you know, this one goes down a little smoother. It's not as strong as the Jimmy's Old Fashioned. So I was a little bit scared it was gonna be too sweet. You definitely get sweetness off the first sip, but it's not overbearing. I would have bet a lot of money that it was gonna be a little bit too sweet for my liking with all those sweet ingredients in there, but very smooth, very clean. Perfect fall cocktail on this 80-degree late October day here in Harrisonburg, Virginia. First sip, I'm gonna go high. It's clean, it's smooth. I'm a fan of the riff of the fall flavors I'm getting in there. I'm gonna go 2-7. We're gonna jump into this overall. We're gonna talk about the ambiance of Jimmy Madison's, and we're also gonna do a little sidecar of the Maker's Mark. Jimmy Madison's is located right here on South Main Street in Harrisonburg. There's a slew of restaurants kind of all on this little strip here. A lot of art and decor all over the walls throughout the town. Very dope town. The facility itself has more of an industrial vibe, very high industrial ceilings. They have these beautiful skylight windows that brings in some natural light into here, which helps a little bit so it's not too dark. We have this beautiful giant Jimmy Madison sign with 2 barrels behind us, which is obviously fire. Very kind of like brick walls, industrial vibes when you come in here. Fireplace, they also have a rooftop. It actually doesn't open till 4. It's like 3:30, I think. Maybe we'll get a chance to go up there and get a sneak peek of the rooftop vibe. Again, 80-degree weather today, that would be fire. Either way, place is fire. They have a JMU flag hanging right when you walk in. Big fan of that. Shout out the Dukes. We're gonna go full 1 on ambiance. We're gonna talk about the overall. We're gonna talk about a little bit of the sidecar here. The pecan pie Maker's Mark, solid. A little bit of heat in that. These other flavors that are in here are balancing that out. It's a little bit of gas to it. Here we go. Tastes like a piece of pecan pie in a liquid form in a cocktail. Consistency is there, it's clean. Again, if you have clarified ice, it's gonna be a little bit more consistent, but it's not dropping drastically by any means. And I got a pecan on that one, huh? Oh, with the pecan is fire. Oh yeah. I should have done that right off the rip. Phenomenal fall cocktail. I'm on the fence of whether or not I should have got the Pecan Pie or the Jimmy's Old Fashioned. This is very good though, very clean, solid, balanced, and if you're looking for a fall-esque cocktail, definitely a plus here. As far as overall is concerned, stays fairly consistent. Without clarified ice, it's gonna drop a little bit. We're gonna go 2-6. So there you have it, Jimmy Madison's Whiskey Bar, Harrisonburg, Virginia is for Grubbers, 8.4, cheers.